I'll follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. Girl, I never loved one like you.
Hello you guys, well, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be here. I am so livid to be here. You guys mean so much to me. I am very grateful for how far we have come. I was having a regular conversation with one of my colleagues, and then it just like dawned on me some of my past experiences, like some of my bad friendship experiences, and I was like, no, I have to rush home and do a story time about some of my bad friendship experiences. So today this is literally going to be what I'm going to talk about. So in my life here, in my life, I've had really bad friendship experiences. To be very honest, I've had like 4 friendship heartbreaks, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to list 2, and then I'm going to do a story time later of the other 2. But I've had like very bad friendship breakups like 4 times. So let's get right into the video. Where do I even start from? Like, how do you guys want me to start? Let's get right into the story time, this juicy story time. So let me say, when I was young, I had this friend. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to give you the identity, but for the purpose of this video, we are going to name her Abna. So this girl and I were very close. Like, we were very close. This girl will let me go and escort her to her house. She will come and escort me to my house. One time we had to bring Kings and tea roll and key soap and Dettol and things to school. My family members had already brought mine, so I wasn't in trouble, but she hadn't brought hers, and she told me I was supposed to go and escort her to go and get these things. And I knew that if I go out, they will cane me when I come back. But because I love this girl from the bottom of my heart, I love you from my heart, I did. And I went out with her, and when we came, they caned me. And they caned her, they caned both of us. Like, I was doing so much. Even I was so young. What I'm telling you, I was really young. But I expressed genuine love to this girl because I really genuinely liked her, you guys. I liked her. I loved her as a friend. And she broke my heart. So fast forward, this girl and I, we used to work a lot. We were going together, coming together. Anywhere you see me, you see her. You see her, you see me. Like, we were together. We were like 5 and 6, you guys. Always together. Now, we completed one stage of our education and we're moving to the next stage of our education. In that particular school, that stage was not there, so we had to change schools. This girl started school before me. I hadn't started school yet because we hadn't found a school that was convenient for my family members and for me. So I hadn't started school yet. This girl had started school, and then she was going to school. Like, when she closes from school, she'll pass by my house. I'll go and escort her to her house, and then I come back home. That was the process. And she'll come and tell me about all that was going on, like, in her school. And I'll be like, oh, I can't wait to start school. Like, things are becoming so hard. I'm not getting a school and all those things. So whenever she closes from school, she'll pass by my school. She'll pass by my home, and I'll go and escort her to her home. Then I come back home. Does it make sense?
That doesn't make no sense.
So mostly when she's coming, right, she'll be coming with her colleagues. But when she gets to my place, then she'll enter into my gate and we'll come back and we'll go. Bear in mind that when we were younger, this girl used to get angry at me a lot. So I was always afraid of offending her. Like, I was scared to offend this girl. Like, anything, she'll get so angry at me. And if I tell you I love this girl, like, I couldn't survive a day without talking to this girl. Whenever we go out together or we are working together, and let's say a guy or anybody like say something about me or say something nice about me, this girl start giving me attitude, and I'll literally have to like ahunch her and be like, oh Abna, are you angry? Like, that's how I, like, literally that was how we used to be. I was so scared of this girl. Like, I was scared she would get angry at me because I couldn't like live without her in the class. She was like my everything in class. I was excited to go to school because I knew I was going to see this girl. You get, I really liked this girl. I loved her like as a friend. So fast forward, she used to come to my house, and she'll come with a group of people, her colleagues, and then they'll wait for her at my gate. She'll enter into the gate, she'll come here and come out. They'll lead, and we'll be behind them, and we'll be chatting. She'll be just telling me what happened in the day, and then all those things, like regular friendship vibes, you get. Now all of a sudden, this girl stopped coming to my house. Like, she stopped passing by my house. I was wondering, but I couldn't pinpoint anything. I was just like, why? But at that point, we weren't going to school together, so we weren't seeing each other every day. So I was like getting used to it, but I was like still worried because we were friends, you guys. Was this guy, the guy came to tell me, are you cool with Abna? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with Abna. Abna is my guy. What are you talking about? Like, he was like, Abna is always talking about you to me. Like, for real, Abna is always saying things, and they are not good things about you to me. I'm like, look at you. Why would Abna come and discuss me to you especially? So like, why? What was the reason? Why would she come and discuss me to you? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I just, in my head, I thought the guy liked me, and he didn't know where to start the conversation from, so he just wanted to lie, right? So that was what I was thinking. But later I came to find out the truth. Then, as I told you, it was a small community, and I like the church that I used to go to. Most of the Sunday school people that were in my Sunday school batch, they used to go to the same school with Abna, and they were in the same class. So it was like everybody knew everybody knows everybody in my community. Up till now, where I stay in Ghana, everybody knows everybody. Like, it's a very small community. Everybody knows like everybody in that community. This person knows this man. Like, it's just a really small community, so we all know each other, right? So he came to tell me this, and this is what Abna said. I was like, nah, it's not possible. Abna will not discuss me to you. Fast forward, there was this other girl that I knew, and this girl came to ask me, are you cool with Abna? I'm like, why are you also asking me if I'm cool with Abna? Because me, I'm not fighting with Abna. I don't know what is going on. But I don't, like, you're not the first person who has asked me what is going on. Can you tell me what is going on? It's just like, Abna discusses you in class, so she says negative things about you in class, like really negative things. And I was like, how? Because why would Abna even do that? Abna is my guy. Like, why would she even do that? I don't understand. And then this girl told me something that I told Abna, and it was something really personal that nobody knew. I told Abna because in my head she was my best friend. And then the girl told me. That was when I realized, nah, this girl is really talking about me negatively to people. Then I was like, okay. And now I was thinking in my head, what could I have done to offend this girl for her to go this far? Like, for her to go and say something that she knows I wouldn't want anybody to hear, for her to go and discuss this very sensitive matter to a group of people. Coming to realize that there was this guy that whenever she comes to my house, she used to work with the guy, like, before they get to my house, and the guy will now move on and work with other people. The guy went to express to his friend that he likes me, and the friend went to express to Abna that this is what the guy said. That was my offense. That Abna started talking all those negative things about me. She ignored me. She was saying negative, like, she was always like saying bad stuff about me, because now everybody kept on telling me this is what Abna said. They are not even telling me for me to know. They just wanted me to feel bad. So they'll say like, oh, are you not the girl that Abna said this and this and this about? You get? So like, now I felt very bad. And now I was also deep in, I now came to understand why the sudden attitude, the sudden anger. And to be honest, that particular person that she was liking, he was like those 8 boys. You see those boys that, like, when we were younger, the boys that used to wear the nice shoes, nice socks, everything. They look really, really nice, those nice boys. But I did not even see him. He was not, like, I was not seeing him. Like, I didn't even like him because my mind wasn't like on him. I never even noticed him, to be very honest. It was after the whole issue that I was like, so it's because of this particular person. Because the boy, even though he expressed his friend he liked me, he never really like came and talked to me like, oh girl, what's up, or something like that. He'll just be like, oh, how are you? Like, it was not that deep for Abna to react the way that she reacted. So let me tell you what happened. She went to lie again to somebody about me, that I was staying home because I wasn't going to school, as I told you guys before. I wasn't going to school at that time because of several reasons. But she went to lie, or she went to say something that was not true, something that was like very tarnishing to my family members' images. And I was like, now you have gone too far. You can insult me, you can lie about me, but anytime you take it from me to my family, that is when you cross the line. And I was young, but I knew she had crossed the line. So when I got that information, I was like, this girl, this is the end of our friendship. There's nothing you can do or say that will like make me come back to being friends with you. And you guys, it's been like ages now, it's been like years now, and this girl and I, we still see each other and we pass. But even before that, after I heard what she went to say about my family members, I was like, no, this like is too much. So what I did was, I waited for her one time after school in front of her and that same boy that she claimed she like, because of that same boy that she began fighting with me over. I saw her and she was coming. I waited for her outside. I was really ready for that day because she thought I was scared of her. Genuinely in her head, that was what she thought. I was scared of her because I made her feel like I was scared of her. I didn't want to offend her. And anytime I did something, I would literally cry out and beg for this girl to forgive me. Like, that was how bad it was. So I waited for this girl to come and pass, and when she got to my gate, she ignored me because now it has turned into a full-blown fight. Like, now if she sees me, she doesn't even mind me. So I waited for her. When she got there, I called her. And when I called her, she wanted to give me that attitude that she gives me when I want to come and beg. That was what she was thinking in her head. And I was like, me, never again. I called this girl, and she was like, what? And I'm saying, you're telling me what? You are telling me what? What did so and so, let's say my family member she went to talk about was, let me say, Kofi. What did Kofi do to you? Why are you talking about Kofi in class? Then she said, why am I asking her that question? She doesn't, like, she hasn't spoken about Kofi. She hasn't said anything about Kofi. Why am I asking? And I told her, if she doesn't know and she lies, what I'll do to her, she will never like me again. Why is she talking about Kofi? Why does she keep on talking about me? If she doesn't want us to be friends anymore, that is okay. But she should never mention my name. Should not try. Don't do that. I don't like that. That day I was so pissed because the information I had gotten it fresh, and I had it, like, it was here. So I wanted to like give it to her and then move on. This girl was coming to job, and then it turned into a fight with her uniform and everything. I dragged her on the floor, and my road is not hard. I really fought with that girl that day. I really, like, that day I was so angry. I'm not a fighting person. I really don't like to fight. But for that day, I fought with that babe so. And I beat her black and blue. I beat her from the bottom of my heart.
Knew I could do it.
I beat, did I say I beat past tense then? I beat it. I gave her the beating of her life. I was so glad that I was able to beat this girl. Like, I beat her now. I was satisfied with how far I was able to beat her.
Knew I could do it.
Then now my relative, my auntie came, and my auntie was like, why are you people fighting? She was coming from like down the road coming up, and she saw the two of us fight. I said we were fighting in the middle of the road. Why am I even saying fighting? I was beating her in the middle of the road. And then my auntie came to separate us, and she told us we shouldn't fight and all so on so forth. When the girl was leaving, I told her this should be the end. You should never mention my name. I will never mention your name. This is the end of our friendship. It's over! There's nothing that is ever going to happen between the two of us as friends again. You lost me because I really love this girl. Like, if this girl told me anything this girl expected from me, I did. That was how much I really loved this girl. But I gave it to her because I was so sad. I was really sad. And after I told her that was the end. So later in life, this girl saw me one time and she wanted to talk to me. Like, she asked me, like, we're coming, like, she was coming, I was going, something like that. And then she met and she wanted to ask, I mean, she asked that, how are you doing? Whether L, whether table, whether dress, I don't know if it is now I'm going to respond, because I felt so bad. Like, up till now, I say it from a place of hurt because I really love this girl. So that was my first friendship heartbreak, and it made me not to trust friends. Like, it started making me not to trust friends. I started having my reservations about friends and so on and so forth. But sister, I went again for part 2. Hey girl, hey, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.